record what we're talking so that people who come later can watch it and benefit from it. So
Yes, sir.
there are people who
Yes, sir.
speak English. A boy is joining, Sumit. Listen to him. He also speaks English quite fluently, okay?
Yes.
Hey, Sumit.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you doing? You said you just reached home. Where from?
From the library, sir. I joined again yesterday.
Uh-huh. I see. Meet Abhishek. Abhishek and Sumit talk to each other for a few minutes.
Hello.
Just 1 minute, sir. I'm connecting the Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is connected now. Hello, Abhishek.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm fine. What about you? Uh, am I audible to you?
Abhishek.
I think
Abhishek, you have grown your beard, huh? You're looking amazing.
no,
Sir,
sir, I'm
I
getting
cannot see him.
again my
Mm.
bed. I turn off my camera, so I will.
Yeah,
sir.
you're looking amazing with the good, long beard.
Sir, I just stream it yesterday, sir. It will.
Oh, really?
Sir, because I have to go to the office now because everybody
Mm.
looking at me that you are the new Jenny and you have so much beard and those guys who are working from so long they are clean shaved like that. So
Mm.
just I trimmed some. Sir, I rented this flat with my own money, so very special for me. I will
Mm.
show you. Also, I don't know how to turn on means like the camera. I don't know why it's blur. I bought this. It's not showing now. Maybe I will show you after some time. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Sahil. Turn your camera on, Sahil.
Hello,
Is
Sahil.
it necessary to turn on my camera? Hello,
Oh,
bro.
oh yes.
Because we are seeing everybody from long time.
Um, you're doing great. Just remember, people,
Yes,
sometimes, Abhishek, Sumit, what did you notice about Abhishek? His English is fluent, right?
Yes, sir.
Mm,
It sounded very fluent to me.
right. The only thing is, um, you know, why are some people more fluent than the others, in the class? Because they have been learning English, they have been in touch with English for a long time, okay? But unfortunately, there wasn't a filter available to them to know what they are listening to is good English and what they're listening to isn't so good. That's exactly the case with you as well, Sumit. Sometimes what happens that you guys just because of the language that you speak, your mother tongue, Hindi, it influences your English. And sometimes it is just the poor English phrases that you have heard from other people. And because you've heard them so many times, you accepted them. When I met Abhishek, I asked, how are you, Abhishek? He said, all good. That's a very typically Indian response, guys.
Hello, sir.
Okay, that's a very typical Indian response. And after that, Abhishek talked so nicely. He spoke such good
Yeah.
English. Hello, Mukarram.
hello everyone.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Good
Sir,
Pankhuri.
afternoon,
I also
sir. Hello, sir,
Good to see you, Pankhuri.
everyone.
Good to see you. Yes. Sumit, these students have done their pre-intermediate course, okay? And they're here for their intermediate class.
yes, sir, I
Unfortunately,
know.
because of the, hey, Afridi, man, you're looking dangerous. Did you guys see Afridi? What's going on? Abhishek, Afridi, Mukarram, all of you? Eh?
No, he just turned on the camera.
Afridi, be on camera, please.
Didi,
Okay.
why? Just turn on your cameras.
Yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. Because of the absence of a filter, to decide what you're listening to is right, what you're listening to is wrong. Sometimes you can't really differentiate between good English and bad English. So in the middle of a lot of good English, you sometimes say some not so good English. Okay. And that's the case with Sumit. That's the case with Abhishek.
Yes,
You
sir.
guys, you guys spoke good English when you talk to each other, a lot of it, but somewhere, so what can we do? How can we minimize this not so good English? And that's why we need the class.
Yes, sir.
There
So
is a. Mhm,
sometimes I'm
yes,
lagging, sir, because I'm confused at what I have to say. And after that, I
yes,
said, and
Abhishek.
after that, I have to
That's
that I said it
That's why,
wrong
that's
again.
why, that's why we have levels in English speaking. People speak English at A1 level, A2 level, B1 level, B2 level, and C1 level. And there is a big change between the people who are at the B2 level and those people who are at the C1 level. You will notice that the people at the C1 level express themselves a lot more freely than the people at the B2 level. There are only 6 levels to cover from no speaking to fluent speaking like native like. Just 6 levels. So you can understand how big these levels are, the gap between the two levels would be. Right. Makes sense, guys. That there are only
Yeah.
six levels, not 600 levels. If there were 600 levels, then the gaps would be small. But no, there are only 6 levels from no speaking, no skills in English to fluent like native. Only 6 levels. So there would be big gaps between 2 levels. And we are here for the intermediate course. I hope, like every other course has helped you improve your English to another level. I hope this course will be no exception, and it will just give you the same sort of satisfaction and pleasure and joy in learning English. So let's begin, shall we? First of all, I'm going to share with you guys. Today, I'll share the pages, and later on, I'll share either the PDF or the physical book as you guys would please. Okay. I would share with you. But right now, let me search where the book is. Mhm. Yep. Hey, Rizvi and Shahid, be on camera, guys. That's a compulsory thing. So, guys, without wasting any
Not
further
right now,
time,
but I'll open the cameras. I'm
why?
somewhere else.
Come on, Shahid, you can be on camera. You can keep the camera on your face.
Where I'm with my 5 buddies. So there,
Are they all looking at the screen?
yep, we are on the way, sir. So
Mm. What's your story? This is the topic here for Unit 1. What's your story? Good afternoon, Rizvi. What's your story? What's your story? Okay, this is a line you will often hear, when people meet somebody, sometimes when something strange, suppose, okay, Pankuri, your friends take you to somewhere, okay, and you meet somebody new there, and you could ask your friends, what's his story? Okay, like this. It means you want to know more about that person, okay? You want to know more about that
More
person.
about that
Yeah,
person.
what's your story? All right. Just now look at this, the pictures here. What do we see, guys? We see lots of families. And some photos where people are alone. And in some photos, they are with their family members doing different activities. You can see a mother perhaps celebrating her child's birthday here. Yeah, in this photo. So everybody has their story. The story of your past doesn't have to become the story of your life. What do you think this line means, guys? When you read, does it motivate you for something? Does it inspire you for something?
Yes,
The story
obviously.
of your
Yeah,
past doesn't have to become the story of your life. Yes, go ahead. Talk about it a little bit.
it inspires that no matter what your past was, it should
Mm,
not affect your present and your
mm,
future, and you should not judge yourself on basis of your bad experiences. You
mm.
should keep going on in your life.
Wow. Beautifully expressed. Other people, go on.
Sir, sometimes we feel happy to have something that first experience we call,
Mm,
and when sometimes this first experience gets uh, uh, gets means because of anything, if the we how do I say this, मतलब बुरा हो जाता है ये experience, first experience,
mm.
then we regret that now what would how will, like, okay, sir,
Take your
we
time.
because
Take
of
your
this
time
first,
and collect your thoughts, okay?
okay,
And then try again a bit later, okay? Mm. No problems. Sumit, I'll come back to you. Go on, Shahid, Mukarram, Sahil. What do you guys think? What does this line suggest? The story of your
I
past
have to
doesn't
say about
have to
your
become
own
the story
Sir,
of your
experience.
life. Yes,
so
Abhishek. Yes.
actually,
Yes.
Vishnu Bhaiya is also asking for the link.
Sure,
Can
sure,
he
beta.
join?
Sure, sure. You don't need my permission.
Okay, okay, I'll
Mm,
share the link with him.
mm, mm.
Okay.
Go on,
Hello.
people. Yeah, Abhishek, you were speaking.
I'm just asking that we have to say their own the experience what happened in the past and now the things are getting good.
Mm,
So we have to say about that things only. This,
mm,
this is the meaning of the things.
mm,
So I will say that don't take it everything it seriously for the first time it happened means when you feel the failure or things you think that nothing is means this is your you don't have to accept that this is your future and this means this is the things. You just try to work on your own and
Don't give
make
up.
sure don't give up and think about that what where you lagging or things
Okay.
just know I will say just now because I am lagging in English if I will accept it my English is bad and I will not
Mm, mm,
this is the things so I will not
mm,
come here and talk with you and say to
mm,
sir please teach me
mm,
and
mm.
improve my English. So this is the
Right.
thing that I
Mm,
say that my past is bad for the English but I wanted to improve it
mm,
so I'm not depending upon the things that
mm.
happened with me in the
Okay.
past.
Okay. Lovely, Abhishek. I will try not to interrupt people speaking because, you know, now we have to work a little bit on our fluency as well. So, yes, we'll focus on learning more when we are reading, when we are listening. But when you guys are speaking, I won't interrupt you so much, okay? Like I used to in your earlier courses, because back then you were at a more basic level where the mistakes were bigger. I didn't want you to get used to those mistakes, you know? But now you are not making those basic mistakes. Yes, sometimes some of you are not really forming your sentences in the best way, but even you are aware of it, you know. So what's the point of, you know, interrupting? Yes, Mukarram, go on.
So I need a time.
Mm-hmm. Take your time. Sahil.
I'm also thinking of
Oh man, this is not lack of English, this is lack of imagination that you have nothing to say. The story, Abhishek, Pankuri, two people have spoken. Sumit tried, but he kind of got himself a little entangled, you know, in his thoughts. He could not really express them the way he wanted. Sumit, wanna try it? Wanna try again, Sumit?
yeah, sure, sir.
Go ahead, Sumit.
Uh, Sir, the line is written that the story of your past doesn't have to become the story of your life. So sometimes we fail in our life. Where we can say in exams we fail, and uh, when we give so much value to something and we fail in that, we often take it to the whole life that I am a failure. I'm a failure now. But you don't have to. We don't have to think like this.
Mm,
Think like this.
mm,
We can succeed in other things as well, and
mm,
maybe that other thing
mm,
will give more satisfaction. Uh, but we should not consider
mm,
anymore the things
mm,
in which
mm.
we failed.
Okay. Again, well tried, Sumit. And let me tell you guys, when you respond to a quote like this, okay, it is your take, how you interpreted, the quote, right? It has not much to do with your English. Your English level will continue to grow as we continue with the course, of course. But what you're saying is what you did kind of took from the quote, right? I personally agree with Pankuri more. And your friend Abhishek also started on a shaky ground, but he recovered and he spoke things which are more relevant to this quote here. The story of your past doesn't have to become the story of your life. A lot of times, what happens, people did not have the kind of life they wanted, did not have the experience they would have wanted. Maybe they had some negative experiences. Imagine a person who grew up in a village, went to Hindi medium school, and obviously he's not good at English. Now, does he have to remain that way, not good at English forever? No, he doesn't have to remain that way. He can change his story. Yes, in his childhood, he did not go to an English medium school. He did not learn English very well. He could not speak English. Fine. But he can start now and learn to speak English and change that he did not speak English in the past. The past doesn't have to be the present, okay? The story of your past doesn't have to become the story of your life. There are lots of people who keep giving excuses for something they do not have. And what kind of excuses they give? Oh, because this happened in my life, so I could not do that. Oh, because I did not get this in my childhood, so I am this way. If you realize you want something, go for it. Do not let your past be an excuse for those things that you don't have but you want. I know it's much easier said than done, because there are so many things that I nowadays talk about. For example, I made one silly decision in 2005 or 6 that I would not continue with going to the gym. I have big regrets. But even now I can start and go and kind of get back in shape. Maybe I will not be a professional bodybuilder, which I never wanted to be anyway, but I was very proud of my shape. And I know if I want to, I can start now. But the problem is, many times we just express these desires in a way that we have given up. Oh, because I stopped. Now it's been such a long time. So that's what this quote is asking you not to do. Do not let your past determine the story of your life. Whatever happened, here I would like to mention the famous celebrity from the US, Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey, she was born in a very poor family. Her father, her mother, they were not always at home to take care of her. She grew up with her grandmother. And the worst part was, when she was 9 years old, she was repeatedly raped by a neighbor who was much, much older than her in age. But do you think that past or that kind of experience stopped her from achieving her potential? Today, she is not a famous celebrity only, she is a fantastic philanthropist. She does so much for society. She has done so much for children, orphans, because she has learned from her own experience. So your past, your experiences, let them be your teacher, not an obstacle in your life. Sometimes you make mistakes in life and you learn from them and you move on, trying to you know change your personality, change the way you are, so that you can be more successful, so that you can, this is all about learning, right? So do not let your past become a prison for you, an excuse for you. Okay, use it as as a lesson and grow. The story of your past doesn't have to become the story of your life, guys. That is what I wanted to hear from you all. I hope everybody understood and now understands the message clearly. Your past should not determine what eventually happens with you. I started the first story with that thing, not speaking, English. It was my story. I wanted to. I am speaking English. So many of you did not speak English as a kid. You did not go to an English medium school, but now you are changing. You are working on your English. And yeah, Abhishek, Mukarram, you guys want to add something? Rizvi? Whenever there is a quote, there is a statement, and you have to elaborate, okay? Then here will the language will not be the only factor here. Your experience in life, your approach in life, the things you have read about, all those things will come into the picture. Okay, fine. So I am still waiting for some more people to add something, to say something from their side, or otherwise I'll move on to the next thing. Vishnu, welcome. Are you here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the story of your past doesn't
Yes,
have to
yes,
become the
Sam.
story of your life.
It will not for sure. I
Yeah,
will make sure that it doesn't happen.
yeah. I mean, everybody has something that they do not feel very happy about, right? Something that they didn't want.
Remember there's a line that I listened somewhere that you
Mm,
can't control the sails, but you can control the. No, you can't control the wind, but you can control the sails.
very good. Absolutely, absolutely. Can't control the wind, but you can control the sails. Very similar. Okay. Understand what things are in your control and how you can really get what you want from what you can control. And there are always things which will be outside your control. Do not let them become an excuse. The wind and sails, if you don't understand, you need to observe how a boat sails, a ship. There are sails, those, fabric, big flag type structures. Okay, look at the photos. What stages in life do they
There's
represent?
also
Yes, yes, Rizvi, go on.
there's also a very famous saying out there that past is just a past and past is not my concern anymore.
Hmm. Very good. I slightly disagree there. I said that learn from your past. Do not let your past experience go in vain. You know, whatever good or bad experiences you had, try to learn a lesson from it. That's the only way we humans, grow, because every experience we have teaches us something. If we get the positive, lessons, then we will grow. If we take negative lessons, perhaps it will become an hindrance, a hindrance, the past, whatever happened. So do not let your past become a hindrance in your growth story. Okay. The question is, look at the photos. What stages in life do they represent? Okay. What stages in life? I don't know. Is it the story of this particular girl, or there are lots of people? I don't know. Okay. When you guys are at this age, you call them toddlers. Okay. You call them toddlers. Toddlers are those who have just started walking. Perhaps this girl will be a little more than a toddler, I will say, because she's riding a bicycle. If it has three wheels, then maybe she's still a toddler. Okay. We can't see the cycle very clearly. Okay. So those babies who are a little bit grown up, those who can walk now, they're called toddlers. Okay. Then we all know the different stages in life. We call teenage, we call youth, middle age, right? Old age, school time. I mean, this question is an open-ended question. It's not that it has a fixed answer. Okay. The question number one, whenever we have the first page of any unit and there are questions, those questions will be open-ended questions where you can answer them subjectively the way you want. So the students have a bigger responsibility on such questions. They all have to express what they think. Now, moving on to guys, as we all know how we are going to conduct this class, this will be 2 days a week, right? On Sunday, 3 to 5. I was pretty surprised when I heard Abhishek saying he was not comfortable with the timing. I thought, what, really? And then he didn't know that I was talking about only Sundays. And the other class will be on a weekday, guys. It could be Wednesday, it could be a Thursday. You can decide. I think Wednesday would be better. Then we have Monday and Tuesday gap. And what time? You guys can decide. We can do it late night as well, 8 o'clock, 8:30, or because it's a weekday, so everybody will be working, So we can do it in the evening, late in the evening, 8 o'clock on Wednesday. No problems. So that people are all at home and we can study 8 to 10 for 2 hours on Wednesday. Okay. Grammar, information questions. Okay, read about and listen to Erika. All right, guys, I'm playing the audio and you read and listen. Erika 1.1.
Erika Nordstrom.
Hi, I'm Erika Nordstrom. I'm Swedish. I live in Malmö in the south of Sweden. I'm a product quality manager for IKEA. My boyfriend, Lars, works as a security officer on the Öresund Bridge. We're both keen ice hockey players. We play for a local team, but last month I fell and twisted my ankle, so there's no hockey for me for a while.
One more time.
1.1 Erika Nordstrom.
Hi, I'm Erika Nordstrom. I'm Swedish. I live in Malmö in the south of Sweden. I'm a product quality manager for IKEA. My boyfriend, Lars, works as a security officer on the Öresund Bridge. We're both keen ice hockey players. We play for a local team, but last month I fell and twisted my ankle, so there's no hockey for me for a while.
Okay, fine. So this girl is Swedish. So people from Sweden are called Swedish. Okay. ISH is very common nationality ending. Can you think of some more nationality endings which end with ISH? Polish, Polish, people from Poland.
Spanish.
Spanish, people from
Portuguese.
Spain. Come again.
Portuguese.
That
Portuguese.
that ends with the ESE, Rizvi,
Yes, okay.
right? So I'm trying to help you understand that there are certain endings which are very common, for nationalities. Like IAN is a very common ending, guys. American, Indian, Sri Lankan, right? And then we have this ESE. There are exception cases as well, but 3, 4 common endings, nationality endings, okay? ISH is one of them. People from Finland are called Finnish, FI, Finnish. I am Finnish. Okay.
Turkish, Scottish,
Scottish, yes,
Scottish.
Abhishek. Okay.
Turkish.
Yeah,
Irish.
Turkish, yes, Irish.
Turkish.
Okay. Now you guys are talking. Well done. Good job. I'm Swedish.
I
She's
saw it on the
Swedish.
Google, sir.
I didn't have to. So she's Swedish, okay, and she lives in the south of Sweden, okay, and this accent thing, dots and all, this must be from Swedish language, right? She lives in Malmo, the way she says it. I mean, it's not an English name, it's a Swedish name, and it is spelled this way. Now, do you think this O and two dots is an English letter? Of course not.
No, sir.
So, yeah, understand that. Okay. And she is a product quality manager for IKEA. Notice this preposition here. Okay. So, normally we use the word for as a preposition for our employers. I work for Reliance. Okay. In Hindi, we use the word in, but a good preposition is for. You work for a company, you work for your employer, whatever your employer is. Suppose you are an engineer and your company that pays you the salary is HCL. Okay. Then you will say, I'm an engineer for HCL, instead of in HCL. Now, this is something that, again, a common preposition mistake most Indians make, and it is not a big thing. I'm just telling you that we are here in a language class. So from to the best of my ability, I'm not saying all the time because I'm not an Englishman, okay? To the best of my ability, I'll try and teach you English that will be considered grammatically correct. And if I'm unaware of something, of course, I'll be wrong there, okay? And I know my limitations, especially now that we are going to the higher and higher classes and we'll have more conversations. So this can happen once in a while that I'll use the wrong preposition myself, okay? But to the best of my ability, I'll let you know what the right pronunciation, preposition would be in a certain sentence, in a certain situation. So she's a quality manager, product quality manager for IKEA. Everybody perhaps knows IKEA is a big brand, guys, right? Mm. Her boyfriend, Lars, works as a security officer on the Orson Bridge, all right? And we are both keen ice hockey players. Keen, the adjective keen, everybody, you can easily understand. Keen is an adjective. A keen, keen is an adjective. You understand that, Vishnu? Keen is an adjective because she says we are both keen ice hockey players. Footballers, remove ice hockey players and put the word cricketers. We are both keen cricketers. Easy word, okay? So cricketer is a noun and you're using keen cricketers, all right? Keen cricketers, right? So keen is an adjective, which means having a lot of interest. Okay, you are keen English language learners. It means you have a lot of interest in it. Okay, so the word keen is often used to show that you are very passionate. Okay, a keen student is sharp and interested in studies, and you can find an alternate, an antonym, an opposite word, and that would be an indifferent student. In every class, there are some keen students and there are some indifferent students. However, this class will probably be an exception because I'm not expecting any indifferent students here, right, guys? We will have
Yes,
all the keen students in this class. So
So,
keen,
I just a little question
yes,
that I'm a product quality manager for IKEA, but
yes.
when I'm using that, I am defining some place that I'm working in the Hyderabad office of IKEA or something. Then I can use I'm product quality manager at Hyderabad office of IKEA.
You
When I'm
can,
defining the
you
location,
definitely you can go with at there, okay? Absolutely. For is used for the name of your employer, not for the place, right? For is used for the name of your employer.
no, it's not used in any of such cases.
Can you repeat what you said?
I'm saying it is totally wrong. I mean, it is not used for any of those cases, not for even place or the employer or nothing for anything.
You can use a country or a city, can't you? For example, the head of X in India. No?
In India, okay.
The head of X in India. Okay, the marketing officer. I'm a marketing officer for X in India. Right.
Different.
I hope you understand. So you can
Yes.
use in, no problems. Depends. There is, we know the different rules where we use in, where we use at, okay? Fine. And if you find it a little confusing, we'll just, solve these things example by example. When there is a problem, I'll try and answer that problem, okay? Solve that problem instead of fixing it by a general rule. Hmm. We are both keen ice hockey players. So everybody, you understand the word keen, right? It's an adjective. It describes people who have interest, a lot of interest in an activity. Okay. Yes, Rizvi?
Sir, why they use on there? Like his boyfriend works as a security officer.
It's a very basic thing, a security officer on the Orson Bridge. Orson Bridge is a proper noun, okay? And Orson Bridge most probably is a bridge, and his job is to make sure that the bridge is safe. Maybe a security officer there. This is all my guess, as good as anybody else's, with my common sense. It has nothing to do with any English grammar rule, because here we have a proper noun, Orson Bridge, and it must be a place in Sweden, right, guys?
Ocean Bridge is the place where he is working.
Yes,
So
exactly.
if I use at at Ocean Bridge, so would be wrong.
Again, I will only tell you this, that when you learn prepositions, okay, then you either know about the rules about those prepositions where they are possible, or means function wise. Otherwise, you should simply learn the fixed phrases. Here, I think on the Orson Bridge, maybe he is actually a security officer working on the bridge, okay? A bridge is a two-dimensional surface, right? A bridge. He's on the bridge. The person is on the bridge, or the person is at the bridge.
On
On
the
the
bridge.
bridge. On the
Okay.
bridge.
So bridge normally refers to a two-dimensional surface. So when we talk about two-dimensional surfaces, we go with the preposition on. At is used to refer to a place simply.
Place.
For example, I'm at work, I'm at school, I'm at a place, right?
Which
I'm at
place?
home, right? He's not at his desk. He's not at his desk.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is
All right.
Ocean Bridge is a company.
Yeah, and again, because it is about, it's a proper noun. That's why I'm not really worried about this word on. But if there are prepositions with after adjectives, okay, or after a verb, okay, or before a noun, you should be more careful about those prepositions, because they come as fixed expressions and you need to observe them. I often give this example. Afraid of dogs doesn't really sound very meaningful in Hindi. Afraid from dogs sounds more meaningful, because in Hindi we say kutta se darna, right? Teacher say darna, I am afraid from my teacher, sounds more meaningful, but it is not. And that's why we need to observe and learn these things, right? Do you think all the people who are learning English will get these prepositions right? I'm proud of my daughter, proud of my teacher, I'm proud of my students. No, some of them will say I'm proud on my teacher. Why? Because Hindi will, interfere with their English. And if they have read proud of my teacher, proud of my students, if they have read proud of, then they should observe it and keep it in their mind that it is proud of. Got it? So fixed prepositions, which are part of the fixed expressions, those prepositions matter more, and you should be a little bit more careful about them, okay? Otherwise, function-wise, we all know on is used for two-dimensional surfaces. In is used for three-dimensional surfaces. At is used to simply refer to a place, but we are not very precise exactly where. Okay, when I say I'm at school, where exactly am I, guys? In my class, in the library, in the canteen, in the playground, or I could be at any of these places.
You could be at any
Any
of
of
these
these
places.
Anywhere.
Right, I could be anywhere, right? So I'm at school.
Actually, we thought of Ocean Bridge as a company, so that's why.
Oh, okay, I see. No. If it was a company, then he works as a security officer for the Orson Bridge. Clearly, because I told you, when you talk about your employer, then the preposition for your employer is for,
For
right?
For.
Hmm. Okay. If Orson Bridge was, then you wouldn't think of at in that case. You should think of for. Suppose Orson Bridge is the name of the company that he works for that gives him his check, then the preposition would be for. Everybody is clear?
Yes.
Okay, moving on. They are both keen hockey players, ice hockey players. Sweden, obviously, ice hockey. So they're both very keen ice hockey players, and they play for a local team. Both she and her boyfriend. But last month she fell and twisted her ankle. So there's no hockey for her for a while. So there's no hockey for me for a while. Now there is no hockey for me for a while. Is there any way we can translate these words into Hindi and get a good Hindi sentence? No. No, it's impossible that you translate these words into Hindi and get a good Hindi sentence. You will get a Hindi sentence, but it will not be a very natural Hindi sentence. But when we want to say this, to convey this to somebody who doesn't speak English, तो कुछ समय के लिए तो अब hockey नहीं खेलेगी. That's what we will say. But in English, there is no hockey for me for a while. And when you keep hearing sentences like this, then you start using them. And when you do not have the exposure, then you only speak the Hindi sentences translated into English.
English.
That's one difference between lower level and higher level. As you go higher in level, like C1, B2, C1, what changes about your English? I'll tell you. Take A2 level English speakers from China, A2 level English speakers from Germany, A2 level English speakers from India. They will all have a lot of influence of their mother tongues on their English. The Chinese will have a lot of Chinese influence on his English. Okay, the German person will have German influence on his English, and the Indian will have the Indian influence on English. And how does that happen? Because when you are at A2 level, you are a lot of times translating your Hindi, your mother tongue into English. As you grow, and get to higher levels like B1, B2, then what happens? This interference of your mother tongue keeps going down and down and down. So do not just think about your fluency, also observe when you can say something that sounds more like native speakers of the language. Learn those phrases that they use. Otherwise, there is always an option. If you speak English at C1 level or B2 level, and you say something, the same message can be given, can be expressed at the A1 or A2 level as well, but in a different way, obviously, right? There will be, I will say the vocabulary will be more basic, simpler, and there will be a little bit of mother tongue influence as well there. I hope you guys understand what we are here for.
Yes.
Are we here for translations?
No.
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 Not at all.
No,
So there
certainly.
is no hockey for me for a while. Again, you read this once, you read just this sentence and think you will start using this sentence. Maybe not possible. But if you just observe things like this, that, hey, this sentence cannot be translated into Hindi, at least this much everybody can determine. Because you speak Hindi, and if you translate these words into Hindi, there is no hockey, koi hockey nahi hai mere liye kuch samay ke liye. Now, it doesn't make sense in Hindi. It doesn't sound natural in Hindi. So this you should be aware of. That there are sentences which are absolutely fantastic in English, but if you arrange the same words in Hindi, you are getting nothing. Got it? So for me, from this exercise, the takeaway is keen, for IKEA, and there is no hockey for me for a while. I've been talking lately about I+1, and I+1 means the level where you are and a little bit of difficulty so that you can grow as well because of the challenge. Little bit of difficulty, just +1, not +5, +10, nothing. plus 100, certainly not. I plus 1. So here, just a few things. Maybe some of you were not really sure that you should use 4 before your employers, but you can read, oh, quality manager for IKEA. Nice.
Sir, what did you mean by I+1?
I is your level. It's a theory, actually. Read about it by Stephen Krashen. And I'm planning to share some YouTube videos where people are, describing this I+1 theory in Hindi and in English, in detail. And you watch and you just let me know. Did you notice that all those things were happening in your class, in this class in particular? Because here I do not teach subconsciously. I just basically help you learn subconsciously, guys. And that is the whole idea of I+1, his theory of second language acquisition, Stephen Krashen's. Okay. He says, if you are doing just, conscious learning, then you will not be really able to use the language so much. Conscious learning can help you maybe correct your language, correct your uses, but it will not help you initiate. So subconscious learning. 3 things take away. But do you think that all those 20 minutes that we spent talking about the whole thing so far, we are learning only 3 things? Oh, everything that I said was in English, and it is all going to impact you. And this is how guys like Sahil, who could not speak English when they came here, are forming sentences in English. Not because of 3 takeaways. Yes, there are 3 takeaways, but everything that we talked about, the medium was in English, right?
Yes.
We did not have
Yeah.
sentences in English. We didn't use any Hindi. Okay, so we will keep doing it, as we have always done. Now, give some similar information about yourself to a partner. So I'm going to create breakout rooms for you guys where you will not be able to focus because of tiredness. Yeah, I'm sleepy. All right, Shahid. Um, um, make sure that on the lesson day, you guys are well prepared, because we will not have classes every day, people, only 2 days a week. And responsibility, onus is on you, responsibility is on you to make sure that on the class day, lesson day, you guys are all here, all pumped up, all energetic. Otherwise, it is going to be a big flop, okay, this whole idea. 2 days classes, will only be successful if the students are high on motivation. Okay. And that's why I said, in this class, I'm not expecting even one indifferent student, all keen students. At the elementary level, I'm always prepared for having some, I'm prepared for some indifferent students. I know that there are some students there just because, they think it's a fancy thing to learn English. That's it. They don't have any real motivation for that. I'm prepared, totally. I know there will be some students who won't really work hard. But in the 3rd level, the intermediate level, I'm sorry, I'm not expecting any one of them. Okay. So guys, yes, we will meet next Wednesday after today and be fully prepared. Make sure you have an alarm, you have reminders to let you know early morning that it's your lesson day, because it's something that you have not done all your life, two classes a week. I'm not sure if you have studied this way. Certainly
Never.
not English. Certainly not English.
Yeah, not English, but I have heard.
That's lovely. So you will be a little more disciplined anyway.
And now I have a one more, sir. So 4 days in a week.
Oh, interesting. What are you studying?
Full stack courses.
Okay, computer course?
Yeah, software courses.
Software. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Give some similar information about yourself to a partner. Shall I open rooms and I will keep changing partners? You guys will get 2 minutes with each other and then I'll swap partners, okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Unfortunately, Shahid Afridi is no longer here. So one room will have 3 people.
Put me in the.
Yeah, I will keep swapping you guys, okay? After 1 or 2 minutes, I will be monitoring who's speaking. Okay. Go on. Give similar information about yourself. Sahil.
Wow, sir, we had breakout discussion after a while. That
Really?
feeling was great, yeah.
Okay, I'm glad that you guys are not complaining that I ended the classes, the groups very, soon, too
Yeah.
soon. And the first round, you guys had enough time to talk to each other before
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
swapped your partners?
Yes, sir.
Good, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Sahil, you got disconnected somehow.
Yes, sir, because of my bad internet.
Hmm.
And the last I got in the room, but as soon
Couldn't-
as I started speaking, it has ended.
One complaint, but I was not the guilty
But sir,
person there.
it was
Okay.
my
Sahil
responsibility.
wasn't comfortable talking on camera. He was saying
Uh,
this.
come on, Sahil.
It's not the reason, sir. Actually, it was the due to my bad internet
Hmm.
connectivity.
Okay.
But we heard you clearly. We heard you clearly.
Pankri forgot that she was unmuted. Match a question with an answer. All about you. Okay, match a question with an answer, people. What's sea like? The sea with you. The result came out. It was supposed to come on the 7th, right? Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Result was supposed to come out on the 7th?
It didn't came out yet.
Okay. It hasn't come out yet. It hasn't.
Hasn't come out yet.
Hmm.
I think it will take some more time. More 7 or 8 days.
7 more 8 days. Okay.
7 to 8 days.
7 or 8 more days.
Maybe on 15th, and maybe by end of this month, there will be an interview.
Okay. Okay. By the end of this
By
month.
the end of this month. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
It's
just
good.
preparing.
It's good
Yes.
that you are getting extra time to prepare for the
Yes,
speaking
yes,
part.
it's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
But also, they should announce the result after. Then they should give me.
Exactly, exactly. So that you can feel a little more relaxed.
Little bit motivated to get
Yeah,
into
motivated
interview.
as well. Right. Higher levels means, guys, being able to use more vocabulary, more phrases which native speakers use. That's all in simple terms. You can express what you want to say in the most basic way A1, A2 level, you keep adding more, freedom for yourself, by learning more phrases. You're saying the same thing, but your structures will be different. Your phrases will be different. And same thing when I say, the message will be the same, but the way they will sound will be very different
Yeah.
to those who speak English as their first language.
So like there's a sentence, and when I learned and compared these three sentences, I feel fascinated that wow, like at intermediate level, I studied that, can I have a cup of coffee, please?
Huh.
Then more I got to hear that can I get a cup of coffee? Then
Okay.
again, can you make me a cup of coffee, please? So
Okay.
the same thing with three different sentences.
All right. Just a little bit of feedback. So can I have a cup of coffee? All right. Is neutral. You can say it anywhere, whether it is a formal place, informal place, and your intonation was perfect there. Can I have a cup of coffee, please? Get sounds a little casual. So when you want to sound casual because that's the situation, then can I get a cup of coffee? All right. But when you use the word make, you're not just asking the person to bring, you're asking the person to make you a cup of coffee. And this will not be used when you are outside in a professional place like a cafe or restaurant. You will only use it at home. Can you make me a cup of coffee? All right. You will not say this in a restaurant, because here you're talking about making coffee, not really bringing coffee. Okay.
Yeah. So I can say that to my mom, like sometimes,
Yes,
can you make me a
exactly,
cup of coffee?
exactly. Okay, fine. Shall we check now? What does she do?
She's a
She is a
product
product
quality
quality
manager
manager for
for
IKEA.
How
IKEA.
old is she?
She is in
She is
her
her
She
early
early
is in early
20s.
20s.
Yeah, she's in her early 20s. Okay, everybody understands, right? We are not being precise. We are not being very precise exactly how old, 23 or 24 or 22, but she's in her early 20s, maybe 21, 22, 23, something like that. Okay. What does she look like?
She's quite
She's
tall
quite
with long
tall
She's
with
blonde
quite
long
wavy
tall
hair.
wavy
with long blonde wavy hair.
Yeah, wavy hair, right? Like waves.
Okay, that's her called wavy hair.
Exactly.
I
Very
have sir.
few, some people, Mukarram,
Yeah.
especially people from Vietnam and all, don't
Yeah.
have wavy hairs. They have very straight hair,
Yeah.
very straight hair. Okay.
Seems like they
No
cutting
waves in
it.
their hair. Very smooth,
Yeah.
very silky, very straight. Most of us Indians have wavy hair
Wavy
naturally.
and curly. Yeah.
And when those curls, you see small curls, then you call them curly hair. Okay.
Curly hair, yeah.
Yeah. I think Vishnu has curly hair.
Yeah, he has.
And Rizvi
And
definitely has curly hair.
Rizvi has too. Yes.
Next. What does she look like? Who does she look like, guys?
She's
She's
the
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 image
image
of
of
image
her
her
of
dad.
dad.
her dad.
Her
She's the
dad.
image of her dad. She's the
Yeah.
image of her dad. She looks exactly like her dad. She's the image of her dad. Okay. Who does she look like? She's the image of her dad.
She's
Okay. All right. Next. What color eyes has she got?
British
Greenish
brown.
brown.
She has got
Okay.
brown eyes.
British brown.
And
So,
how? Yes, yes, yes,
sir,
Vishnu.
what color eyes has he got? Which color eyes? Which?
No, you can't use which. Normally, which is used. It won't sound very nice when I say which here, okay? Let me tell you, which is normally used when you are choosing from the given options.
Which
Which
one
is
is?
used when you're choosing from the given options. And in that case, you can only use which, okay? But when the options are not given, then you go with what. However, this rule is not very strict. So instead of saying what newspaper do you read, you could also say which newspaper do you read? All right.
Yeah.
But what color eyes have you got or has she got? I have not heard people saying which color. Okay. Hmm. Number 7. How tall is she?
1 meter
It's quite
73.
1 meter, 23.
1 meter 73. Oh, as tall as me. I'm 1 meter 73.
Mm.
What kind of clothes does she wear?
Smart,
Mm.
casual, and stylish.
Casual and stylish.
Smart,
Stylish.
casual,
Smart,
and
casual, and
stylish.
stylish. Smart,
Style,
casual, and
casual,
stylish.
and stylish.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like to dress this way as well. I like to dress this well as well. Here,
this way.
dress is a verb, not a noun. Okay, I
Have you
like
ever
to
tried?
dress. Come again.
Have you ever tried?
Mhm.
Most of my clothes are smart casual, I think. And
This is
yeah,
Even your shorts are.
uh, they are too casual. Okay, they're not smart casual. Okay, this is category, by the way, guys. This is not opinion. Okay, guys, this
Yeah,
is not opinions. This is category. Stylish can be opinion, all right, but smart casual is a category. You go to a clothes
category.
shop and they will have different places. Formals here, casuals here,
Informal. Yeah,
smart
yeah,
casuals here, semi-formal
yeah,
here, like this.
yeah.
So these are categories of clothes. I hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Stylish may be an opinion. It's an just opinion. This looks stylish. This doesn't look very stylish. That could be an opinion. But smart casual is a category. This is what happens when you do not have anybody to correct you. Sometimes you misunderstand things. In language, it's very common.
I think a stylish is also a category, sir, because vintage and a stylish is the category. Old money.
In clothes, sometimes you're right, Abhishek. In clothes, stylish can be a category as well. But normally, stylish is is just an opinion, right? Oh, he looks stylish. He wears the stylish clothes. Okay, let's continue. Oh, what does she like doing?
Oh,
She plays ice
she
hockey and
She
plays
plays
also
ice
goes
ice
jogging.
hockey
hockey and
and
also
also goes
goes
jogging.
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 And how is she?
She's
She's
fine.
really
Her
nice.
ankle's
She's
healing.
an she's
Oh,
fine. Her
She's
yeah,
fine. Her ankle
yeah,
is healing.
yeah.
her ankle is healing
Her
well.
ankle is healing well. Okay, healing. Okay. Yeah.
healing
I
well.
think you missed
Question
one,
number 3.
question 3.
Yes, I just
Yeah,
realized it because I
what
just
did
saw
she
the
like?
answer. She's really nice, very easygoing. What's she like?
She's very nice, very easy going.
Very easy
Now,
going.
now I'm going to make the you know exercise difficult for you guys. You will say so far it was all good, easy, and everything, but now here comes my own expertise. What really a challenge? What
So
really is
I
a
got
challenge?
some.
Yeah.
Sir, I will just back. I got some work.
Okay, okay, Vishnu. Okay.
5 minutes.
Okay, there you go, guys. Look at the answers and think of the questions.
Smart.
Okay,
What's she like?
look at the.
You have gave us time to look for the questions. Then you
Uh,
should
She's
zoom in the
fine. Her ankle
screen.
level well. She doesn't need to take.
Next time I will take the screenshot.
देखो 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 अरे what will be the फायदा? What will be the point of it? You are here. This
Right,
is
This is
right.
not
crazy.
really.
You are a typical Indian student, Abhishek. You want to just find out a way to, make sure you answer the question. Now, where the answer is coming from, you, from somewhere else, doesn't matter. He Googled the countries' names with
what
ISH,
what would you say?
nationalities with ISH.
What would you say to those who have booked?
Uh, I think you
This is
do, right,
not right.
Rizvi?
Yes.
Okay.
Huh?
Don't look at the book, Rizvi, and I trust you.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's really nice. Very easy for you. How is she doing?
So,
Sure. First one is how is she doing?
what's she like? Question.
Um,
What she's
okay,
like.
okay, fine. I'll make it a little easier for you guys. Look at the questions and try and recall the answers.
Okay.
What does she do, guys?
Um,
She's a Product
She
She's
is
a
a product
She's
product
a
manager
product
manager
manager
for
quality manager
for
for IKEA, right?
for
IKEA.
IKEA,
IKEA.
for
How old is
IKEA.
for
she?
IKEA.
She is
She's
She
her
is in
early
her
20s.
She's in her
20s.
early
20s,
20s.
She's in her
early
early
20s.
20s. What's she
Yeah.
like?
She's very
She's really nice,
She's very
easygoing.
nice,
and
And
easygoing
really easygoing.
easygoing.
and
Everybody
easygoing.
knows easygoing.
Yeah.
My wife thinks I'm not as easygoing as I used to be,
No.
and I think she's a little right here. Maybe
Yes.
I exaggerate things, and I blow things out of proportion sometimes. I don't know whether I'm doing it only at home or doing this in the class as well, but I have taken her criticism positively. And I have said to
Mm.
myself that I want to be easygoing as I used to be earlier and, not make big fuss about small things.
Yes, sir. The
Let's see.
logic, sir. When the girl says easygoing, it means very tough girl.
If a girl is easygoing, then
When girl says I'm
uh-huh.
easygoing, it's very difficult to convey message to those girls.
Oh, if a girl says she's easygoing,
Yeah,
then it is
it's just an
difficult.
opposite. Just an opposite. It's very difficult to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, so when did you do PhD on girls? During this break that you took?
Last year.
All right. Okay. Yeah, he
Yeah.
had a little bit of
Since
break
I left
between
this
his
since
courses.
yeah.
So you made very good use of your time, Rizvi, I must say.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. And now, see, what does she look like, guys?
She's just a copy of her father.
Oh, what does she look like? No, that's the wrong answer. No. What does she look
Okay,
like?
She's
yeah.
She's
quite
She's
tall
quite
tall.
tall
and
Yeah.
and
wavy hair.
Blonde.
She has got
and
wavy hair.
wavy hair, yeah.
Yeah.
Blonde and
Blonde and
wavy. She's got
baby hair.
blonde and
Baby
wavy
hair.
hair.
1
Baby
meter
hair.
36.
Yeah.
Wavy.
Blonde.
Yeah.
What does she look? Who does she look like? Number 5.
Yeah, she is just
She is
a
the
copy of
image
her
of her
father.
Image of
father.
her father.
She is the image of
Right.
her father.
All
Yes, she
right.
is the image of her father.
Did you notice it was an image or she's the image of her
The,
father?
the. It was the
I think
image.
she is the image of her
The
father. She is the
The
She
it
is
was.
the
I
image.
noticed there.
Yeah.
She
She's
is
the
the
she.
image of her
image.
dad, right?
Yeah,
She's
The
the
she is the
image.
image of her dad.
the image.
Uh,
The image of her dad.
these are the things that we can simply read, let it sink, and start using them. Okay. The image of her dad. Okay. Let's see. What color eyes has she got?
she has
Blue.
got
Greenish brown.
Greenish
Greenish
brown.
brown
Oh, I
eyes.
didn't
brown.
remember. I didn't remember. I
Greenish
didn't read
brown.
that answer very carefully, actually. Greenish brown, right? I thought she had blue eyes. Okay. How tall is she? I know because my height is the same.
Si- one
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 meter
meter,
meter.
1 meter has
73 centimeters.
73
7 centimeters. Okay.
centimeters.
Okay. What kind of clothes does she wear? I know this
She-
as well.
Just
Stylish,
like you.
Uh,
S-
Now stand
Smart
for
Smart
casual,
and
Smart
casual,
smart
stylish.
casual
casual
and
smart casual,
stylish.
and stylish.
and stylish. Smart
What
casual
does
and
she
stylish.
like doing?
She like
She
playing
likes
She
playing
likes playing ice
hockey.
ice
hockey
hockey
and
Ice hockey.
and goes
jogging.
on
And she
She
likes
jogging.
going
goes
jogging as
jogging.
well, right? How
Yeah,
is
goes on.
she? Mm, quite well.
Quite
she is
well.
now
Her
good.
ankle
Her
is
ankle
healing.
Her ankle
Her
is
ankle is
healing now.
healing now. Yeah.
Healing well. Her ankle is healing well.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. It will be easier now for you guys. Think of the question for number 1.
what is she like?
What is she like?
What
Yeah.
is she like? Yeah?
What's she like?
What's she
Yes.
like? She's really nice,
She
very
like
easygoing.
What's she like?
basic.
2, she's
What's she
quite
like?
tall with long blonde wavy hair.
How tall is she?
How does she look?
No, this is not the answer to this question, people.
How is she?
What does she look like? I guess.
Yeah, what does
What does
she
she
look
look
like? She's
Look
quite
like?
like
tall with long
and
blonde wavy
and
hair. Connection, huh? She plays ice hockey and also goes jogging.
What does he
What
like
does she do?
doing?
Or
What does
yeah,
she
yeah,
like?
what does she like doing?
What does she
What does
like?
she
Like,
like
Okay.
doing?
What does
what
she
does she
like or what does
like?
she like doing? Okay.
What does
Good.
she like doing?
1 meter 73.
How tall is she?
How tall is she?
How tall is she, right?
How tall is she?
She's in her early 20s.
How old is she?
How old is
How
she?
How
old
old
is
is
she?
she?
How
She's
old is
fine. Her
she?
ankle is healing well.
How she
How
is?
old is
How is
she?
she?
How is
How is she now? Okay.
How is
How's
she
she?
she?
now?
Is
Yeah.
Now,
she? How is
How's
she?
she?
How is
She's
she?
a product quality manager for IKEA. Everybody can answer this one.
What does she do?
what
What
does
does
she
she
do?
do?
What does she do? Greenish brown.
What
What
color
does she
eyes
look like? Oh, no, no,
What
sorry,
has
sorry,
she
sorry.
got?
Uh-huh.
what color eyes
she has
she has
got?
got?
Has she
Has
She
got?
she
Has
got?
she got? Has she got?
Has
What
she
color's
got?
eyes has she got?
has she got, right, everybody? Has she got? Because it's a question. She has got is not a question. She's got is not a question. Has she got is a question. In a question, you will not say she has got. In the question, you will always see has she got. She's got is a statement, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Next, smart, casual, and stylish.
What type of clothes does she
What
wear?
What type of clothes? What kind of clothes does
kind of
she wear?
Does
does
she
she
wear?
wear?
She's the image of her dad.
Who does he
Who
look
does
like?
she
Who
look
does she
like?
look
Who does she look
like?
like?
So again, we have proven the same point that repetition is the only way we can learn a language, right? First time you guys looked at the answers, you couldn't think of the questions. Now you can. Okay, what happened? Repetition helped you. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So now, yep, we are done here. Let me zoom out first. Maybe. Okay. For the first day today, I'll work with a partner, practice the question and answers, cover one column and then the other. Yeah. Look, I'm sending you this page, okay, in the group. And I want you guys to practice at home. I'll share the audio file as well. Both the audio files, 1.1 and 1.2. And really, you got to practice, okay, before we meet on Wednesday. And what else will you do? That's the revision part, right? We have already studied. But on your own, you guys can ask and answer the same questions about a relative, okay? So fine. We'll do it when we get back into the class on Wednesday because this is a practice exercise. You have to practice with each other. If you want, you can do this practice on your own at home, but still, when we get in class on Wednesday or Thursday, Sahil will decide because Sahil has a class at this time at 8 o'clock, okay? So if he has a class on Wednesday, then we will have our class on Thursday. And if he has class on Thursday, we will have our class on Wednesday. I think he has a class in the evening, okay? That's why, 3 days a week. So if his class is on Wednesday, we'll have our class on Thursday. If his class is on Thursday, we'll have our class on Wednesday, on a weekday. And the timing would be 8. So the pre-intermediate class that I'm teaching, 1 day a week, it will end at 8 o'clock, either on Wednesday or Thursday. Because I have to just take out some time because I cannot end it at 10:30. 10 is the latest, right? So fine. You guys can do this practice on your own and trust me, guys, this 2 day, a week, 2 days a week class, this is not easy for those students who are not very high on motivation because they will keep putting things off, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. And then they will end up coming to class without any preparation, without any homework. And it is going to be very, very frustrating for the whole class because, you'll have to play a role without somebody else as partners, and if you're not prepared, you're gonna kind of let other people down. So my suggestion to you would be to do the first page and the second page on your own, and then we come to class and we do everything. Okay? This is how we are going to approach this course, guys. So I'm gonna share first page and the second page. You have to do the revision work of what we have already studied and a little bit of practice on your own, and then we'll study these things in the class. Make sense? Sounds good?
Sir, practice on your own means practicing with
On your own. You go through the exercises, you read the instructions, you do what the book says. All right, on your own.
the
Everything on
question
your own.
answer part, sir, with
On your own, with yourself in your head. Okay, if this is the question, this is the answer. Practice, okay? And then we come to class and we do everything. We will not skip anything. Oh, you have already done it at home. No, we are gonna do every exercise, okay? On Wednesday.
okay, sir.
Fine. So I'm gonna share the pages with you guys, and I enjoyed it today. I hope it remains this way. Okay. I have a little bit of doubt. I don't know. Because the last batch I had, which was 2 days a week, sometimes students, but there were only 3, 4 students in that class, So the class was heavily dependent on each of them. One student went absent, the class felt really, really empty. Right now, only 5 of you are here, but it feels like a class, okay? 3 people have gone out. Sahil is not here, Shahid is not here, and there was one more person. Who else? Yeah, Vishnu was here, who is also not here at the moment. Okay, 3 people are out of the class right now, but still it feels like a class. So 5, 6, 7 students will be good for this level. I won't have a problem. I hope you guys will understand your responsibility as a learner.
Yes, sir.
Practice, and we will have a good time, guys. 2 days a week. I'm gonna share the pages. Just go through the exercises on your own. And when we meet on Wednesday, we'll carry on. Thank you, everybody. And we
Yes,
have
sir.
started. Start is the first step, of course. I hope we'll be able to
Yeah.
carry on. Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Thank
see.
you to you also, sir, for inviting me here.
You're
It
welcome.
was really nice.
My job is to help students according to their potential, Sumit. So I
Thanks, Sahid,
knew.
for everything, sir, because he arranges everything, sir.
Come again, Abhishek.
Sahid, sir, I'm saying that thanks, Sahid, for the things because
He made the
he
group.
initiated,
Yeah, he
yeah, he
made the
Yeah,
initiated
group
everything.
and he collected the students.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Exactly. He
I
did. He did.
told him so long ago, sir, that
Uh,
if any class will happen, so just
uh,
tell me. He added me that, and he messaged me that you said it that time, now that you wanted to join the class. So
yeah.
I made it this group. So very thank you for him.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's meet on Wednesday, everybody. Bye-bye,
Sir, sir,
everyone.
sir, sir, sir,
Yes,
sir,
yes,
sir.
yes, 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 yes.
Will we have a problem?
You're not problem question.
Uh,
So you uh, a, a minutes ago, your voice has a little bit what we call it, like your voice has reduced a bit, or your voice is down a bit.
you couldn't hear me properly. My
Oh,
voice was
okay.
in and out.
Yeah, in and out.
Breaking up.
It was breaking up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
my voice
breaking
was
up, like I can hear,
okay.
but the voice is a bit
Your
low.
In
voice
and
is
out. Then it
coming
is
In and
in
out.
and
quite
out.
low.
In and out.
Like this. Breaking.
What is the best?
We all understand what the voice. When it breaks, then you understand what it is. But maybe it was going in and out. Okay. The intensity, the loudness was reducing, right? Going down a little bit, right? Okay.
Yeah, no,
Fine.
okay.
I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
Bye,
Bye bye.
sir.
Bye bye.
Take care
Bye bye. You too.
too.